Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 with the Sith Lords with me, Darth Vader. It is time to continue talking to Kreia. When we were on Paragus, I could feel the Force again.
Indeed. And was it the same as before?
No, it felt different, faint.
If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force.
Why? Did Jedi did this to me?
What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason?
It's not possible to cut on from the Force. It's like deafening someone or blinding them.
Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you.
I don't believe the Jedi would inflict such a punishment on someone. It seems too cruel.
If not the Jedi, then what did you think was the cause of such a loss?
I had thought the Mandalorian Wars was the cause. I did much that I'm not proud of.
War leaves many scars, but rarely does it blind one to the Force. If anything, conflict and challenge may make the connection stronger, more intense. No matter what horrors you experienced in the war, no matter who you served, it is unlikely that the Force would be lost to you unless another factor was involved.
Just to point out, I picked that one option because I've read the Revan novel and it seems that that is the correct one to choose. The Mandalorian Wars was the cause of the loss of connection to the Force for the exile. Something happened at the final battle which, when many Mandalorians and Jedi and Republic soldiers died at Malachor 5 because of the mass shadow generator that destroyed the planet, and she felt the screams of all those lives lost, and she had to set, and it was so painful that it could have been lethal. She didn't have a connection to the Force, so she had to sever a connection to the Force to survive. Anyway, can my connection to the Force be healed?
It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live.
Slim is better than none.
Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again, and if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done.
But there are no more Jedi.
Then I am your only hope, as you are mine. We are a sad pair, you and I, to defend the galaxy against such a thing. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did.
Alright, well, whatever aid you offer.
Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you, through my words and presence.
There are other questions I wish to ask.
Ask, and I will answer.
Can you tell me what has happened since the Mandalorian Wars?
Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
Tell me about the Mandalorian Wars.
It is a tale you already know well. Almost a decade ago, the Mandalorians began preying on the Republic, bringing the fires of war to many planets along the outer rim. Their predations continued, winning victory after victory, until the Republic finally begged the Jedi Council for aid.
But the Jedi Council didn't help. Only few of the Jedi Knights did.
Indeed, the Jedi Council counseled caution and patience to assess the Mandalorian threat as the Outer Rim burned.
And Revan and Malak refused to wait.
Two Jedi Knights, Revan and Malak, defied the Jedi Council. They challenged the Mandalorian fierceness and brutality on the battlefield with a viciousness of their own. Revan's entrance into the conflict marked the true beginning and end of the war. It was Revan who drove the Mandalorians back into the unknown regions.
Until we destroyed them at Malachor 5.
Yes, I have heard tales of Malachor 5 and Revan's part in it. I know you served there in that final battle. It must have been a terrible thing.
Many Jedi died at Malachor 5, and the conflict split the Jedi Order.
You speak the truth. The war's end was merely another beginning, and what seemed a victory for the Republic was far from it. Many believed the Mandalorians defeated Malachor 5, but the Mandalorians taught the Jedi much through battle. And so it was that Malak, Revan, and the Jedi that followed them discovered their true natures in the Mandalorian Crusade. But you know this.
I felt them fall, the war consumed them.
Consumed them? No. Taught them. Defined them? Yes. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
And that was the Jedi Civil War.
Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still.
How were Malak and the Sith defeated?
As all Sith do without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi, returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War.
What happened to Revan?
After defeating Malak, Revan left the Republic, and there are none who know where he has gone. It is said that the Sith remnants turned on themselves after Revan defeated Malak, reducing Korriban to ruin as the Republic still bleeds and struggles for life. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know.
So Revan saved the Republic?
It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive.
But we must do what we can until it has a chance to recover from the war.
A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive.
Can anything be done to help the Republic?
We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you.
This threat is directed against me?
The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come.
I have other questions I was to ask you.
Ask, and I will answer.
Think of it enough.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit, and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
He's not a fool, but he does feel odd to me.
He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next.
How's our passenger? She's still aging?
Cryptic as always.
What a surprise. Just so you Jedi know, the whole cryptic routine isn't mysterious, it's just irritating. If you really can see the future, you should be at the Pazak table.
But to know the future, one must know itself.
What was that, some kind of joke? That's what I'm talking about. Jedi talk. You two should start your own little Jedi academy.
But to teach one must... I don't think Claire is a Jedi.
Then she must be royalty. Because she's got to be queen of the galaxy to bark out orders like that. Or maybe she's senile. I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
Good looking, are you that desperate?
Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now. After spacing that old Witcher course.
We're still on course for Telos?
Like we have a choice? It's the only place Varagus had logged in their astrogation charts. If you thought Varagus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life. Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Alright, I'll do that.
So, what happened?
So what?
Oh, give me that. There were plenty of times back on Varagus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours?
Exiles aren't allowed to keep their lightsabers.
Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi?
I think it was a single hill, wasn't it? Single.
Huh. Figures. It wasn't red, was it?
Both the blade and crystal were unique.
Yeah? Unique how?
Silver, like the streams in the rim of 1,000 fountains. I'm Carson, and we'll continue this conversation next time. Thanks for watching, and may the force be with you all.